Yo, what's going on, everyone? You got Sniper here. Go to Sharpedos for the PWC Pokemon World Championship Season 4, week number 6. And we are taking on my good friend Colton, coach of the Louisianna Littens. And he is a very, very good battler. We're 4-1 currently. He is also 4-1. Remember Dave? Yeah, the guy we played week 1. We beat him 3-0. And Dave's doing really well at the moment. And then the week before we played Colton, he played Colton, and Colton beat him 4-0. And I was pretty terrified because I've seen Dave play and he's really good. So I was a bit scared going into this battle, but I still prepped to the best of my ability. And I'm just going to break down my team quickly. I don't have nicknames, or I don't think I have nicknames, but I don't have shiny Littens and stuff because I was kind of in a rush when I was building this. Like, I still built it, I still had enough time to properly build it, but I ran out of time to put in nicknames and stuff. And then by the time I got to the battle, I was like, oh, there's no nicknames. But yeah, we got Heliolisk here. We're basically running choice specs, like we have pretty much every week, apart from one. With Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse, and Hyper Voice. I had Dark Pulse just because that Burnett can actually wall me pretty well, so Dark Pulse would just be nice. I did want to be careful using that because he does have Terrakion with Justified. Basically his only switch into an electric type move is Jolteon. And Hyper Voice is, I believe, a 2-hit KO. And he can't do a whole lot back because we're immune to Shadow Ball. So unless it's Hidden Power Fighting or Ground, which doesn't kill us in any universe. We've got Sableye here, Omega Sableye, who has Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Knockoff, and Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak was just there because I kind of my priority. If he sets up with that Terrakion, and knocking off items and the Tornadus, because that Tornadus is so scary. Very few things switch into it anyway, but on my team I have no switch-ins to this thing. So I'm running especially defensive Sableye. He's not too useful in this match, but he is nice just to knock some loose items off, get some burns. We got Blaziken, who performed really well last week, coming back this week, with the Focus Sash and Hone Claws, High Jump Kick, Blaze Kick, and I believe Thunder Punch, because he does have access to Milotic, and just Thunder Punch for damage would be nice. I've got Hone Claws, so I don't want to miss High Jump Kicks, and after one I'll be able to land them all. And I have Blaze Kick because I want that Sash there. I don't have Hazard Removal, but on his team he doesn't have a lot of Hazard setters, Stealth Rock in particular. He has Terrakion, who I knew wasn't going to be running rocks, because he's going to be his setup sweeper with Source Dance, and then Close Combat, Stone Edge, Earthquake maybe for Heliolisk, I'm not really sure. But running a Sash, for the Terrakion, if he's +2, I can just run Sash, click High Jump Kick, pray that I hit, and then we can take it out. I've got Slowbro here, physically defensive, leftovers, and then we got Scald, we got Ice Beam for the Tangrowth and the Tornadus. And then we've also got Slack Off and Thunder Wave, because Thunder Waves worked pretty well for me, especially last week. So I thought it'd be pretty cool. Oh, sorry, no, not last week. It was one of the weeks. No, yeah, it was last week. I thought last week was the 4th week. Last week we played Joel. It worked pretty well in that game. I keep thinking it's week 5, but no, it's week 6. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to run in this game, especially when he has things like Tornadoes, Terrakion, Burnett, and there's some other things, but I can't remember off the top of my head. We got Amoonguss, Dr. Fungi, even though it's not cool. I might have the nicknames on, I'm not actually sure. I'll have a look in a second. I think I do. But yeah, anyway, just with Black Sludge, Mixed Defense, and then we got Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Spore, and Synthesis. Spore is so crucial because there's so many massive threats. If I can put those to sleep, boom, I'm in a good place. And then finally we got Azumarill. holding the assault vest this week because I was thinking maybe the belly drum, but I was like, it does a decent amount, but it's almost obvious. So I was like, I'm just gonna back down. But I don't want to run choice banks. I want to switch my moves up, especially when he has things like Terrakion and Tangrowth. So I was like, okay, I can run assault vest with huge power. And then we got knockoff, Aqua Jet, Waterfall, and Play Rough. So yeah, that's the team this week. And then his team on screen: Mega Man, Flygon, Jolteon, Tornadus, Terrakion, and Tangrowth. I was so glad when I didn't see that Milotic there, because I hate Milotic. It's so bulky. But yeah, I'm just going to play the game. I decided just to lead with Sableye. It seemed a bit obvious, but I thought it'd just be the best thing to lead. So he's going to lead with his Tornadus, and I'm going to Mega Evolve. He's going to go into the Jolteon, and I'm just going to go for a Willow. We're going to miss. It would have been nice to whittle that thing down. He goes for a Thunderbolt, which does a lot, and I go for the knockoff. Knockoff, it's Magnet. And like at this point, okay, I have to switch. But because I know Sableye doesn't do a whole lot this game, looking at his team, it was mainly there to wall Milotic and stuff, and then like take on those Tornadoes decently well. So I was like, okay, I can probably switch this thing. And I go into Amoonguss because Amoonguss can take anything. He goes for a switch because it gives him good to the Tornado. And I don't want to lose this thing. I've had a good chance to get. I don't know his item yet. He goes for the Hurricane. We get confused and use Life Orb. So yeah, he goes for another Hurricane. Really sucked. Yeah, he gets the confusion there. Like obviously. And like the fact I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to set this thing off, and it sucks. I was like, I don't want to lose Slowbro, but I was like, I'll go for Slack Off anyway, because if we're going for Ice Beam there, I might have just like, I would have got damage off, but I would have like lost my Slowbro. But the fact he missed was huge, and we were joking with him a couple of weeks ago, like, oh, why didn't you just run Air Slash? Because he has that bad luck with Hurricane, but he has a very valid point in Hurricane. Air Slash isn't always what you want, because it just doesn't do the damage you want it to, especially from a Tornadus. Well, yeah, he goes for a U-turn here, because of the risk of me having Ice Beam. He goes into Sun. I go for a Thunder Wave. So this thing is going to be paralyzed, which is nice if it's like a Soul Vest. I'm going to go into Amoonguss, and I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb. He goes for the knockoff here, yep. Sludge Bomb's doing a decent amount, so he is AV, I'm pretty sure. And I predict the switch, go for a Spore, put this into sleep, which is huge. Go into Heliolisk, because he has to stay asleep, and here, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he goes into... I just go for the Hyper Voice because he had the switch-ins with Flygon and Jolteon. Oh, well, I just realised before that his only switch-in was Jolteon. I forgot he had Flygon. Yeah, but I just go into Amoonguss here, predicting like an Earthquake or a knockoff. I don't want to lose my choice specs. And he does go for the knockoff. He does go for the Earthquake. He goes into Tornadus. I switch out, go into Slowbro. He stays asleep, which is awesome. He wakes up and goes for a Hurricane, misses again. That sucks. I go for an Ice Beam, which does a huge chunk to this thing. He's going to switch out, so Region's going to get it back up. Go for an Ice Beam. This just like 100%. Okay, it's a Soul Vest. I go into Amoonguss, who can pretty much wall. Makes a double it back into Tornadus, which is a really good play. I predict him to U-turn. But I just go for a Sport anyway, because just in case he wanted to, like, the Terrakion. He goes for a Hidden Power, Fire, I believe, and goes into Jolteon. I just go for a Sludge Bomb, and now I can take an HPI, so we just go take Jolteon with a Sludge Bomb, which is, really nice. He go in with the Tornadus. I'm going to just sack off Sableye. He goes for Heat, and it's like, okay, that's pretty scary. Because yeah, Heat Wave is like more accurate. Here, okay, I'm playing this play. Okay, so I just sacked off my Mega Sableye, and basically what happens if I go into Moon, and I'm considering like all these options. And it's like, oh, he hasn't revealed his whole move slot yet. It's like, it's probably going to be knockoff or something. And I click Volt Switch, and then I'm like, oh, wait, he outspeeds me. He might have superpower, but at that point, it's too late, and, like, just that moment, he goes for the superpower and takes out Moon. Wait, sorry, not Moon. I saw Moon there. Takes out Heliolisk Pajamas. It's a sad sight to see because this thing has done so well for me. This is a decent amount of this team with Hyper Voice. So we're going to watch Heliolisk go down. And he goes into Oakley, I guess sacking it. He doesn't really have a switch in. Here he comes in with the Banat, frisks my Assault Vest, which kind of sucks. Here he goes for the Protect, guess maybe Scouting. He goes for a Willow, which I kind of expected. I just go for a Giga, and he goes for a Protect as I Synthesis up. So I have revealed my move slot here. He goes for a Shadow Claw, doesn't do much. And I go for a Sludge Bomb. I'm predicting a switch into Tangrowth on the Giga Drain. Or maybe the Tornadus. And here, I make the best play I've ever made. And basically what I do is I'm like, okay, he's not going to stay in here because, like, I've just revealed Synthesis and I'm, what, half? Below half? I think I'm below half at this point, and it's like, the obvious thing to do is Synthesis. And it's like, well, I don't really have a good switch in. So I'm going to go for the Spore. Because if he goes into the Tracheon, or most likely the Tornadus, we're going to put that to sleep. And we're going to put that stupid Tornadus to sleep, which is huge. So here I'm just going to switch into Azumarill for free because Azumarill does so much. He's going to switch out and into Tangrowth. I'm like, I can take any Giga Drain this thing, watch out. Easy peasy. And he's just going to switch out into Terrakion. This is a weird play, he did admit that. He just sacks his Terrakion, which is so weird. That thing was pretty scary. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to get Will-O-Wisp. And I go into Amoonguss kind of, predicting that Will-O-Wisp. And I'm like, oh, I'll just sack this thing off. It's like, it's done its deeds. So here I come with Blaziken. It's like, he's going to Destiny Bond, that's fine, because Blaziken's pretty much just, I'm like, okay, I'll just use Blaziken, get rid of this thing now. And he's just going to Destiny Bond, I'm going to kill his kicks. And we are going to go down, but that Bennett's gone. And here, I kind of with Slowbro, go for an Ice Beam, because I want to keep Azumarill healthy. He wakes up, goes for a Hurricane, does connect. And he's going to lose some HP, we're going to go for Ice Beam. We're going to take out that Tornadus, which is awesome. And I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. He's just going to Giga Drain. And I'm like, okay, I can still take one more Giga Drain. So he gets Power Hack, save off. Mainly because I want to hit, and I just wanted to 100% make sure it was the Assault Vest. It was. So, Sharpedos is going to win. Another insanely close game. Another really good game. GG Colton. Really enjoyed the match. So, we're going to win 1-0. And we may be getting small wins, what? 3 1-0s, a forfeit 3-0, and a 3-0. And then our only loss has been a 1-0. So, we are 5-1. We've never done this one in the league before, and I'm so happy about it. And what? Let's see. Kills. Blaziken got 1. Azumarill got 4 kills, which is awesome. And Amoonguss got 1 on that Jolteon. So Azumarill, Assault Vest, put in a lot of work. I've been opting for Choice Band a lot of the time, and I was like, do you know what? I don't want to be insanely obvious and just run Choice Band all the time. So that's going to be it for this video then, guys. So thank you so much for watching. GG again, Colson. Really enjoyed our match. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. And I'll see you in the next video.